मैं ना इस बुक के बारे में इस वीडियो में बात करना चाहती हूँ। ये बहुत अच्छी बुक है कॉल्ड 40 रूल्स ऑफ लव बाय अलीशा फेक। बट मुझे लगा देयर इज समवन एल्स हु कैन डू जस्टिस टू दिस वीडियो। To know about that person, you need to watch the whole video. In the year 2022, मैंने almost 40 to 30 above books पढ़ी हैं. And my recent discoveries are Indian authors. मैंने बहुत recently Indian authors को पढ़ना शुरू किया. They were basically not my kind of novel which I read. But the more I read them, I realized how beautiful they are. पता है कोई भी नॉवेल अगर आप इंडियन स्टोरीज पढ़ते हो जो ओरिजिनली दूसरे लैंग्वेज में लिखी गई है, लेटर दे हैव बीन ट्रांसलेटेड टू इंग्लिश, यू विल रियलाइज वन थिंग, काश हम उनकी लाइक अपनी मदर टंग में उनकी ट्रांसलेशन पढ़ सकते हैं। मैंने रविंद्र भारती की बहुत सारी किताबें पढ़ी हैं, बहुत सारी शॉर्ट स्टोरीज पढ़ी हैं, एंड उनकी एक शॉर्ट स्टोरी जो हम सबने सुनी है इस काबुली वाला, मैंने उसको इंग्लिश में पढ़ा। मुझे उस टाइम रियलाइज हुआ कि काश मैं इसका एग्जैक्ट बंगाली ट्रांसलेशन हिंदी में पढ़ पाती। पता है क्यों? When you learn any Indian language, you realize how easy they are to learn when you convert them from that language to your mother tongue. Like अगर आप तमिल सीखना चाहते हो and you convert Tamil into Hindi and then you learn it, it's very easy because you have exact word to word translation. But by English में you do not get that word to word translation, so it is much more easier to study them or read them or learn another language by translating it to your own language. And the same thing here. Today we're going to talk about Ashapurna Devi. Today we're going to talk about such author जिनकी कहानियाँ पढ़ के मुझे रियलाइज हुआ काश मैं उनको अपनी लैंग्वेज में पढ़ पाती, काश मैं उनको हिंदी में पढ़ पाती। और आज हम बात करेंगे आशापूर्णा देवी के बारे में। आशापूर्णा देवी, शी इज़ अ इंडियन फेमिनिस्ट। उन्होंने बहुत सारी शॉर्ट स्टोरी, एक नॉवल और बहुत सारी कविताएं लिखी हैं। When you read about her work, when you read her work, you will realize it that her work has a touch of emotions, and those emotions are so raw. But जब मैंने इनकी किताब पढ़ी थी called Shake the Bottle, it's Shake the Bottle and Other Stories. It's a collection of short stories. तो मैंने ना अपनी कहानी से जिसको सुनाई थी, इन किताबों की कहानियाँ जब मैंने किसी को सुनाई थी तो मैंने सबसे पहले ये चीज़ कही थी कि इनकी कहानियाँ ना आपको जब चोट लगती है तो चोट लगने के बाद हमारी स्किन की जो परत है, हमारी स्किन की जो फर्स्ट लेयर है वो निकल जाती है। हमारी स्किन की जब लेयर निकल जाती है, the first layer comes out from your skin, and when air touches that part, the hurt you get, it's leave that kind of emotion. Like you want to talk about it, you know they are so raw, and you know those emotions are present everywhere around you, but it's not in you. You have seen them, you have felt them, but not by yourself. That was my experience of that novel. We'll talk about that in a bit, but first let's talk about her. So she was born in 1909 and died in 1995. She lived a long life. In that year of her existence, in the year of her existence, she had gifted a lot of short stories and novels to the readers. उनकी एक कहानी है जो मैंने पढ़ी जो मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी। वो ना दो लोगों के बीच में एक कॉन्वर्सेशन है। मैं लोगों की कहानियों के किरदार भूल चुकी हूँ। I've forgotten the character of the stories, but I still have the whole core of the story with me. So the story is something like this. एक इंसान होता है, वो दूसरे इंसान को बोलता है कि you know that was true love. जब वो इंसान अपने पेरेंट्स से झगड़ के उस लड़की से शादी कर लेता है, that is true love. And the person A, I guess his name was Shudhanshu says that that's not real love. That's not real love. He gives example of real love is when a man, he tells the story of a man whose wife died recently. जब उस इंसान ने अपनी वाइफ की चीज़ें कलेक्ट करना शुरू किया to give them away, he came across a box. In that box there were letters. They were neatly and presentably ribboned. And he said they were so beautiful that I could not get rid of them. I wanted to, but उसने इतने प्यार से उसको संभाल के रखा था कि मैं जी ही नहीं किया कि उन्हें फाड़ूं, उन्हें जलाऊं या फिर उसको वो जलते शरीर के साथ छोड़ दूं। तो आज मैं वो लेटर तुम्हारे लिए लाया हूँ। और वो लेटर ये कहानी सुधांशु दूसरे इंसान को बताता है, एंड दूसरा इंसान बोलता है कि हाउ आर यू रिलेटेड टू द स्टोरी। The person says that those letters were gifted to me. Those letters is his wife wrote to me. We were having an affair, and we thought we are making fool of him. That he doesn't know, he's an idiot. But he knew everything from the beginning. He had all the idea कि मैं और वो we are having an affair, and he just kept quiet because he loved his wife. I like this story. So, आशापूर्णा देवी के बारे में जब आप जानोगे आपको पता लगेगा that लोगों को बहुत टाइम तक बिलीव नहीं हुआ था that these stories are written by a woman. Even the world of literature back then was managed by all men, but she was one of the few women who could make it, who could give her work to the readers. जब आप उनकी कहानियाँ पढ़ोगे ना, you will realize that they are a reflection of middle class Indian Bengali women. Later, her works were translated in English. हालांकि I have been introduced to her work very recently, but she is present in various Indian literature in higher education or in different state syllabus. But god damn, her work is really good. It's really, really good. They leave the reader thinking and searching for those emotions which are always present there. And she actually never went to school, she never went to college, she would hardly go outside of her house. Yet, she was able to capture the whole emotion, she was able to capture human behavior living inside the house. हालांकि this was the information I could get about her from the internet, but what I have read about her is that she is an exceptional woman. She was awarded by Padma Shri and various literary awards. She is one of the Indian feminists. In various of her work, she have reflected how Indian women during the era of independence have taken part. हम सबको ये बात समझनी पड़ेगी that we have read a lot about Indian independence. Men and even women took part in satyagrahas and civil disobedience movement, quit India. From the cities, what about villages? Like she have written all the stories. She have written stories from Kolkata and Durgapur. All the stories she have written, and they are very, very amazing. I would recommend you to read her story. If not read her all stories, kindly go to the book Shake the Bottle and Other Stories. Shake the Bottle and Other Stories में ये जो Shake the Bottle है वो भी एक कहानी से लिया गया है जहाँ पे there is a conversation between a brother and a sister, where sister is taking care of her old parents, the parents who are about to die. Like one is paralyzed, one is having a heart attack, one is having a frequent heart attack. Sister is trying to take care of the parents, and brother wants to live her life, and the brother wants to live his life. And you cannot decide who is wrong, who is right, depending upon your argument, because you can feel both of them. And that's what I like about reading, that you are able to read, characters reason. You can reason them, you can relate to their argument at some point, and at some point you feel detached, and you are unable to choose who is wrong and who is right. And the thing is, sometimes people are not wrong and right. They are just the way they are. So that's about Ashapurna Devi. Hope you read her work. Hope you like this video. And if you like it, hit the like button and subscribe to Wake from Tape Read.